Let us start. Good morning, everyone, to our first webinar in this year, Building Smart Chapter webinar. It has been a few months since our last webinar. Today, we are very happy to have two speakers and to have also with me helping with moderating the webinar, Dr. Ibrahim Fahdah from Dubai Municipality, to give you at the beginning of the webinar a quick review about the update for the BIM standard, Dubai Municipality, and the BIM mandate. And then we will have a 45-minute with the questions and answers session about the value of BIM in the construction phase. I will let the speakers introduce themselves, but so let us start with Dr. Ibrahim to start the webinar and give us a quick introduction about the latest update from the Building Smart chapter and Dubai Municipality regarding the BIM. Dr. Ibrahim,
right.
the stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ali. Do you hear me? Okay, the voice?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, thanks. So yes, before we start our today webinars, I thought we could really have a few minutes to hijack the webinar to just briefly mention a few things related to the Dubai Municipality BIM standard and the mandate. Since I imagine many of you attending the webinar today may be interested in the BIM standard, and maybe soon you'll be using the standard on new projects. So most of you perhaps already knows about the mandates. It was already issued last year, and the mandate related to BIM and the BIM standards. So it's related to certain types of building, not all building included. So you can find a copy of this on the Dubai Municipality website. As I said, the mandate for now is requiring BIM or BIM compliance for certain types of building. Now, it's very important to always refer to Build in Dubai website if you are interested to find the latest information related to the BIM and BIM standard. There you can find everything you need to know about BIM and the BIM standard to get you up and running in your projects. So if you go to the Build in Dubai website, you'll find a section at the top. When you log in, of course, you'll find a menu called BIM and e-checking. And in there, you will find different topics that, as I said, it gets you up and running. So you'll find the BIM standard. So you can download the BIM standard, and you find all the information you need to comply with the standard. Alongside the standard, you'll find some samples, sample models. Also, those are created by us to comply or to follow the standard. So you can use them as a benchmark in a way to your work. Besides this, soon we will add some training videos. We already recorded them, but soon they'll be added on the website. Also, there will be an email address related to BIM support. And this email address is your contact address. If you have any queries related to BIM, BIM standard, the BIM team here in Dubai Municipality, Dr. Ali and myself and other will be ready to help you in the BIM standard or using the BIM standard. Even if you start a new project and you're stuck in something, we are happy to get engaged one-to-one in your project to get you speed up the process for you. So don't hesitate to contact us for any BIM related queries. Just to be able to follow the standard, and we save you time and the hustle to go and try to figure things on your own. Lastly, I just want to say, if you have any feedback on the BIM standard when you start working with the BIM standard, by all means, use the same BIM support address to provide us with the feedback. If you think there are things we can improve, just use the same address to send us your thoughts. Also, if you have already something in mind today, by all means, drop your thoughts in the chat area, and we'll try to pick it up after the webinar, me and Dr. Ali, and go through them and contact you back if it's needed. So that's all I wanted to say briefly on the BIM standard and the BIM mandate. I don't know if Dr. Ali want to add anything before we move back to the webinar. Dr. Ali.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ibrahim. No, I think go ahead by introducing the speakers and starting the webinar.
All right, thank you. All right, so back to our today's webinar. The webinar is titled Unlocking the Value of BIM During Construction Phase. Personally, I believe this is an interesting topic since we often hear about BIM for the design phase and not as much really on the BIM benefit for the construction phase. So I think this is a very interesting topic for all of us. The webinar is scheduled to last 1 hour with a short QA at the end of the webinar. So I hope you will find it interesting and useful to you. Our speakers are Nikita Pospelov and Paul Goretskiy. Nikita is currently a BIM manager working at SIGNAX, and Paul is an on-site digital engineer at Basalt factory project. Before I hand over to our speakers, I would like to remind you to mute your mic and camera during the course of the presentation, please. If you have anything during the presentation, any question or anything you want to discuss or share, please use the chat area on the webinar. And that's all. With that, I will now stop sharing my screen and hand over to our speakers, Nikita and Paul, to start their webinar. Over to you, Nikita and Paul.
Thank you, Dr. Ibrahim, and thank you, Dr. Ali. Let me start sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So once again, welcome everyone. My name is Nikita Pospelov. I'm head of BIM department at SIGNAX. And today I would like to present to you our part of experience named Value of Building Information Modeling in Construction Phase. Many thanks to BuildingSMART UAE chapter and Dubai municipality for this opportunity. Just before we start with the presentation itself, just a couple of words about myself and our invited party, Paul Goretskiy. So I started my career as a construction industry in 2010. And my BIM experience started in 2018, culminating in my current role since 2022, where I oversee the digital construction services and development of our construction management suite. This journey has been instrumental in shaping my understanding of BIM transformative impact on construction process and its potential in driving efficiency and innovation. So today with us is Paul Goretskiy. He's a digital engineer in Basalt factory in Fujairah. Paul graduated from State Power Engineering Institute, where specialized in power engineering, earning master's degree. With experience as a BIM coordinator at State Hospital project, and later as a BIM manager at various complex projects, become well-versed in BIM implementation on construction sites. So as I said before, currently Paul is working on a Basalt factory in Fujairah, UAE, where he's responsible for overseeing digital aspects of the project. So we'll start from basics. BIM is a revolutionary approach to designing, constructing, and managing buildings that relies on digital representations of physical and functional characteristics. The main components of BIM include 3D modeling, data integration, and collaboration, which work together to facilitate comprehensive project management. By leveraging these tools, BIM enables real-time coordination among project stakeholders, of course, centralized data management and improved visualization, all of which contribute to more efficient outcomes throughout the entire life cycle of the building or infrastructure project. So BIM implementation during the construction phase is a process that involves a number of key steps. First, it's important to choose the right technologies for our goals, including software, hardware, or other tools that will enable you to create and manage your project data more efficiently. Once these tools have been selected, the next step is to ensure that the models being created with the necessary level of detail, accurate dimensions, element properties, and their spatial position. After collecting the necessary field data, we validate it against the design models to ensure that they match. Progress tracking, scope management, QA/QC process throughout the project are crucial steps in implementing BIM. Regular updates and reports help identifying issues, monitoring progress against the timelines, and overall increasing efficiency throughout the project lifecycle. Nowadays, we have a lot of modern technologies to choose from for construction project management. For companies that are only starting this journey for improving their efficiency with the help of digital technology, it can be pretty hard to determine which of the techniques are the best and which of them are applicable for their business processes and will help them to increase quality, speed of design and construction process, and as a result, maximize their ROI. So the cornerstone of the modern construction technologies lies in accurate collecting of field data. Techniques like laser scanning, aerial drone surveys, and 360-degree photography play a crucial role. These methods not only ensure precision in data collection, but also enable us to integrate this data seamlessly into BIM processes. Such integration is vital for the efficient scope management, ensuring quality assurance, and embedding BIM in every phase of the construction. These technologies contribute to creating a more efficient, accurate, and sustainable construction environment. Our check, accept, and save approach is about establishing a reliable and dynamic BIM model during the construction phase. It involves checking of completed elements against the design, managing RFIs and inquiries effectively, and ensuring inspection and collaboration. This process is integral to maintaining an accurate construction history, facilitating better coordination among the stakeholders and enabling informed decision-making. Let's explore how this approach not only enhances the quality of construction, but also ensures adherence to design specification and project timelines. Nowadays, it became a standard that we have to cooperate and collaborate with stakeholders and their data generated from various sources. IFC format plays the main role in that process. Our BIM engineers and coordinators collect subcontractors' model files from different software suites exported to IFC format. Or we do that export process by ourselves in case of in-house development. After that, we are ready to coordinate multiple disciplines and start automated process model audits, including parameter checks. Audit settings are prepared in convenient table format based on project exchange information requirements and BIM execution plan. IFC is a widely accepted data exchange format that enables seamless integration of various BIM models created in different disciplines such as architectural, structural, and engineering disciplines. By adopting this approach, we were able to identify potential conflicts between different building systems during the change management process. Clashes were detected before on-site construction and allowed designers to make adjustments, avoiding costly rework and delays. By analyzing these clashes, our team was able to prioritize them based on their potential impact on the project schedule and budget. This helped us to focus on efforts on resolving critical issues first, while minimizing disruption to overall construction process. Additionally, using IFC format for BIM model coordination helped us to ensure that all stakeholders have access to most up-to-date information, reducing the risk of miscommunication and errors. We have empowered classic Navisworks with extremely convenient tools for calculating quantity takeoffs and bill of materials. In one program interface, we create WBS structure with units and unit prices, add rules to filter out specific elements or group of elements. After that, we can extract all quantities in desired format connected to accurate BIM scope. You will ask me, what if model was changed? Most of the times we received corrected or updated BIM models from designers. And even in this case, we can apply created WBS settings to fresh models and be ready to get new work scope to certain subcontractor based on previous model settings. After IFC federated model creation and checking if it meets project requirements, EIR and BEP documents, we pass that model to the construction site for field engineers. They use fast and convenient tool for tracking progress on site. Using automated source set creation or manual element selection, they gradually add to model information regarding construction phase. And that includes date of implementation, work trades, and subcontractor's legal name. Doing that, we can easily create reports to any date with exact and accurate BIM scope. As a final document, we generate accepted works invoices directly from Navisworks interface. Moreover, attaching visual 3D image of elements only included on selected dates or work trades for more informative documents. To help with that process, we have implemented 360-degree images capturing, aerial drone surveys, and laser or LiDAR scanning inside the buildings. Which one to choose for certain projects? It depends on project size, schedule, and budget. All metrics are compared to ROI ratio. The share, review, and approve phase is pivotal in our BIM process. It facilitates construction orders creation and is used during BIM model review and approval process using BCF format. BIM collaboration format directories are stored on our company's cloud server, shared for accountable project parties. This stage also involves the critical task of exporting data in all interoperable IFC format. It's collaborative effort that ensures all stakeholders are on the same page, promoting transparency and efficiency. This phase contributes to a more streamlined, effective, and collaborative process of construction. Effective scope management is the backbone of any successful construction project. In this phase, we focus on calculating the completed scope of work, exporting detailed BIM invoices, and providing comprehensive visual reports in web browser. The good part is that the people that are involved in the construction process do not need to purchase licenses, install additional software, and train personnel for specific BIM skills. This reports not only offers clarity on project progress, but also enables precise tracking of scope details. This approach ensures that all project aspects are accurately accounted for, reducing the risk of scope creep and enhancing overall project management efficiency. QA/QC management. QA/QC processes are essential components of any construction process. This stage includes conducting throughout inspections, adhering to detailed checklists, and addressing any snags proactively. Our focus is on maintaining the highest standards of quality throughout the construction process. This approach to QA/QC not only ensures compliance with digital and regulatory standards, but also significantly enhances the durability and safety of the final structure. Surveyors play the crucial role in BIM process. Their analytics involve verifying the actual spatial position of the elements, comparing BIM models with master plans, and calculating the scope for landscaping and earthworks. Good results show in orthophoto maps compared to large development master plans and utility master plans. Right now, we are developing an AI approach integration to extract the deviances in massive data blocks. Accuracy is the key to ensuring that the physical construction aligns perfectly with the planned design. Land surveyors' insights contribute to a more accurate, efficient, and cost-effective construction process. Let's dive deeper into the applications of BIM at construction site organizations. BIM isn't just about modeling. It's about bringing the project layout to life in real time. We leverage BIM for detailed layout planning, efficient workspace modeling, and dynamic hazard identification. By incorporating heavy machinery and crane simulation, we ensure safety and precision. Advanced 4D simulations provide comprehensive view of the project, allowing us to foresee potential challenges and address them proactively. This approach is pivotal for project managers, contractors, and other stakeholders, ensuring everyone is aligned with the project's plans and progress. As we delve into the digital twin and as-built BIM models, it's vital to understand the transformative impact they have. These models are crafted from precise field data, including point clouds and aerial photogrammetry. They are not just static representations, they are interactive digital mirrors of the physical structure. This approach allows us to bridge the gap between the virtual and the real, ensuring our projects are not only built to specification, but also have a lasting digital legacy for the future reference and management. Currently, we have multiple projects with the complete as-built BIM models in transformation process to digital twin. During that process, we connect real-time sensors from MEP floors of the building to BIM model elements, collecting the equipment metrics for the following statistics and analytics. So BIM KPIs and analytics. In the dynamic world of construction, key performance indicators powered by BIM are more than just numbers. They're at the heartbeat of our projects. By integrating these metrics into our mobile platform, we ensure real-time tracking and informed decision-making. This data-driven approach transforms how monitor progress, assess quality, and ensure compliance, making every project step measurable, manageable, and most importantly, accountable. I will now pass the word to my colleague Paul Goretskiy, who will continue with the presentation about the State Hospital project.
Thank you for the invitation. It's an honor for me. My name is Paul Goretskiy. I'm a digital engineer at Basalt Factory in Fujairah. Previously, I had the privilege to work as a BIM coordinator on a state hospital project. Today, we're here to discuss BIM implementation on construction site and explore workflows of open BIM standards. At a recent presentation, Nikita shared some uses of BIM technologies that took place in a regional hospital project. Throughout the project, we utilized open BIM standards to improve our workflow and take advantage of the benefits of BIM technology. The project itself was a regional hospital designed by a Swedish bureau. I'm excited to share more about our experience with open BIM and how it helped us achieve success on this project. The brief overview of project key indicators. So the total area was around 5 hectares. Surgery department covers approximately 200,000 square meters. The department consists of a range of buildings that are 5 to 9 floors tall. It has around 1,200 beds, 2,500 personal team, 1,000 daily visitors, and every aspect of the project, from planning to execution, has been developed using BIM technology. Here's more complex open BIM workflow structure. All the disciplinary BIM models were exported to the IFC format, and a federated BIM model was created and checked for collisions using Solibri. Collision reports were generated using BCF format. Overall, it took about 6 months to complete design stage of the project. Exploring the workflow structure, let's focus on the disciplines involved in the design stage. Specifically, I'll start with architecture. Architectural design in this project was performed in Revit, after which the BIM models were converted to the IFC format. This conversion facilitates coordination efforts and allows for seamless interactions with other project components. The transition to IFC format ensures compatibility and speeds up the collaborative process, enhancing the efficiency of the design stage. Now, delving into the structural discipline, Tekla was utilized for the structural design phase. The steel detailed models crafted in Tekla were exported to the IFC format, aligning with our commitment to interoperability. To further enhance the structural integrity of our project, these IFC files were imported into special software dedicated for strength, stability, and vibrations calculations. So now let me direct your attention on MEP disciplines of the project. The MEP design phase was utilized with MagicCAD on top of the Revit and AutoCAD. The MEP models were also exported to the IFC format for further coordination. Here are some examples of multidisciplinary interactions that were performed using conversion of the native BIM models to IFC format and then importing them into other softwares. Following interactions were performed: tracking architectural changes, creation of an opening based on MEP model analysis in Solibri. One of the most important parts during and after design stage was collision checking. I was a part of a general contractor team, so before taking models into work, we checked them in Solibri, which leads to automatization of the whole process. Here are our estimated effectiveness results. Collision check time boosted 6 times comparing to visual checking, what led to possibility of more frequent checks and faster workflow. Furthermore, this led to decreasing number of models transfers between different disciplines and acceleration of intersections correction time. We paid extra attention to BIM information in this project. Huge coordination processes were performed, and especially with medical process, to acknowledge every aspect of the equipment, even ergonomics. As a result, customer received a detailed model that met high standards of an industry. Moreover, level of detail and logical quality checks of the models were performed. For example, in the middle picture, we can see wrong positioning of the door that was not possible to enter by stretcher. The logical collisions are very important to avoid rework at the construction site. Also, we performed emergency escape path check to exceed their length to 35 meters. Every new version of architectural model was converted to IFC and checked automatically, which helped to meet local codes and standards. On the construction period, we choose main informational use purposes. Procurement was really important to us due to unique equipment and occupational safety potential risks. Having a high-quality BIM model made possible to create detailed bill of quantities with the help of SIGNAX tools model. We made schedules of equipment for every room that was used during the whole procurement process. Calculation and visualization of completed scope of work became possible with use of SIGNAX software suite. Precise data and open BIM format allowed to import all models in one software and calculate completed work scope to generate invoices for a client. During the construction stage, we performed visual inspections of federated model and panoramic pictures of construction. That led to higher quality control and made possible for remote inspections and overseeing real-time situation on construction site. So, summing up the results of the state hospital project, I would like to say that such a big important project was executed using BIM technology. Throughout the project's entire lifespan, BIM alongside with Open BIM collaboration was used, which helped to improve the design and construction processes. The efficiency of all the project participants brought us one step closer to a digital twin. The State Hospital project serves as a model for other healthcare facilities to follow. Thank you for your attention, and I'll now pass the word back to my colleague Nikita Pospelov. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. That were great insights about the State Hospital project and open BIM standards used on this project. So for the summary, let me tell that BIM has transformed the construction industry by providing precise understanding of the project throughout data-driven technologies. Open BIM initiative brings together various tools like IDS, IFC, BCF to make collaboration easier. The main challenges are changing mindset towards the digital tools, focusing on processes instead of software, learning from existing casing and embracing new roles such as VDC manager, digital engineer on site. As we look to the future, BIM will continue to evolve with AR, VR, AI, and mobile cloud technologies, and of course robotics, making the base of the digital collaboration and construction. I would like to thank you for your attention and engagement. And at SIGNAX, we are not just about the building structures, we are about building the future. Thank you once again, and feel free to reach out for any queries, questions, and discussions. Dr. Ali, Dr. Ibrahim, the word.
Yes, thank you very much, Nikita. Yes, go ahead, Dr. Ali.
No, go ahead, Ibrahim, if you have some comment or feedback.
Just I want to thank them for the presentation, the webinar, and personally, I was happy to hear or see that the presenters shed some light on the BIM and Open BIM specifically, and their values for the construction phase. As I said, usually we hear for the design phase, but it was nice to see Open BIM application during the construction stage. And maybe I also add additional notes saying maybe years ago, I had the misconception that successful BIM depends on using software, but as time passes, I start learn that it's more about the mindset of the people, the processes, and last come the technology. So I was happy to hear our presenter confirm this in their last slide, saying it's not about technology or software, it's about processes and mindset. That's from me, Dr. Ali, if you want to add things before, anything before we move to...
I would like to say I also enjoyed the webinar, and we have also to say, like, due to the limitation of...
Fawaz, if you can turn off the camera.
Sorry?
Please, if anyone has the camera on, please turn it off. Okay, go ahead, Dr. Ali.
Yes, I would like to say, like, there are many other applications for construction phase. I mean, there are some use cases for monitoring the project in real time, for supporting the control and inspection services on the quality, updating the BIM model during the construction phase, updating the model when something changed in the design. There are a few other tools and software, of course, available to support all use cases. There are some professional tools to support the 4D simulation in very nice animation, and so on. I have maybe a few questions before other people get like motivation to ask either on the mic or on the chat, since we have like almost 20 minutes for questions. Who set up the information requirement for the design and for the construction phase, and which BIM standard have been used in this project, Paul?
So for the state hospital project, lead consultant developed the BEP document and EIR document. And after that, there were involved subcontractors for design stage for specific parts of the project, like medical process and some specific parts of the other MEP systems. So after that, we took all this information and prepared the settings for creating the audits of the BIM models based on BEP and EIR documents. So after that, we processed all the BIM models based on these requirements and prepared all the reports for lead consultant and other parties of the project.
And the BIM standard, is there any like national, international BIM standard have been used? And also another question related to the first part, was the owner or the developer of the project involved at some stage in setting up also the requirement? I mean, for the facility management, for example, because running hospitals in the operation phase is also a complex task, and a lot of advanced analysis should be done, and many advanced regulation for the design and for like running the hospital smoothly should be done. So did you have the owner participation or not at all? And what do you think that was the difference for designing such a huge and complex hospital compared to a normal project? The other question actually is the return of invest, or let us call it the added value of BIM. Can you like highlight some numbers which you think personally has impacted the output of the project on reducing the rework, better managing and planning the task between different subcontractors? I mean, just imagine if this project will be done without BIM and without Open BIM. And I see what I loved actually in your presentation, that you said every discipline of this project was done by a different software. So Revit is strong as architect modeling next to ArchiCAD maybe. And MagicCAD is very, very strong regarding the MAP and Tekla structure supporting BIM and moving to the analysis. This is something really I love to see, this nice combination. Who was also responsible for the federated model? Is like, did you have a kind of, during the construction phase, kind of like weekly BIM meeting to solve issues? Just if you can highlight more about the process where you have been involved personally, or you know that it has been applied.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Dr. Ali. So for the first part of your question regarding the owner or developer of the project, yes, he was involved in the pre-design stage and schematic design stage. So he was involved for high-level requirement preparation. So he just said what he would like to see. He specified all the brands and for products and equipment, medical equipment, and high-level requirements for the building itself. So after that, there were a number of specialized subcontractors for processing all these requirements and preparing the detailed design. So in this stage, owner was involved during the acceptance, approval, review and approval and acceptance process. So we prepared digital workflows in the system. So the designer applied their documents for PDF and DWG documents in a pair with the BIM models of each discipline, and this set of documents was sent to the workflow where was involved, first of all, the owner. The second was lead consultant. The subcontractors that were responsible for specialization disciplines. And the final stage was for the BIM engineers and BIM manager to see if the BIM model complied with the requirements for BEP and EIR documents. So during the construction stage, like I can't tell you the exact numbers, but the main part of the incorporating open BIM technology and BIM technology on the project was the reducing the part of reworks on the project. So I think it was around 30-35% of less reworks on the project during the construction stage. That's why the project terms were pretty limited. So we have not so much time to prepare the design stage, and during the change management process, we had to collaborate with lots of subcontractors and designers. So it helped a lot. That's it.
Was it easy for the subcontractors to deal with the BIM model? Do you have the feeling that subcontractors, not the general contractor, are ready to use BIM, or you have some difficulties to get them on board with the BIM model?
Yes, you're right. Like, not every contractor has skills and ability to use BIM right now, but on specifically this project, the four from five subcontractors and designers were able to use BIM technology, and it was not a problem. But for the least, like couple of the subcontractors, we had to train their personnel, for example, to how to export IFC format, how to set up the export, and how to create federated models. So they will be able, they were able to process clash detection and model coordination itself.
Did you face any problem? I think somebody asked about exporting IFC model from Revit for such a huge model, or from Magic CAD. Was it like a long process, a difficult process, or it's just a matter of time and you have to click the export and just wait? Did you do some kind of like optimization for the model to ensure that the size of the model at the end will be not that huge for no use? I mean, like the level of details for families, because you said you have been using, I see the furniture of every room in the hospital. So I assume the model at the end, the federated model, is a very, very huge model. Can you give some information about exporting to IFC, some difficulties you face with IFC? Because we want to talk about positive and negative, actually, side of using Open BIM.
Right. So yeah, we had encountered some problems during the IFC export, not in Revit, but in Tekla, I guess, if I remember right. But it was a matter of time, and like in 1 week, we prepared all the exports from different software suites like Tekla, Revit, Magic CAD, and after that, like we had a problem with a couple of parameters and properties that did not export to IFC format. So we had to export them like a separate data package in Excel and JSON formats. And after that, we linked these documents, separate documents, to the IFC format in Navisworks. So we were able to get the full package of properties inside the federated BIM model.
Okay, thank you for the answers. Do we have any person who would like to ask to go on the mic or to send a question on the chat? I don't want to be the only person who is like asking today.
Yes. Okay. Someone is raising hand, Dr. Ali.
Okay, please go ahead. If somebody raising his hand, you can.
Yeah, you can use the mic.
Name. Yeah.
Or the, yeah.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Dr. Isra from Design Zone company. I just want to ask about you already mentioned the digital twin platform and in the phase of in the operational phase that you just have a federated model, let's say zero clashes, and you want to implement it in a digital twin platform. Does your platform support the digital twin platform in a way for the operation and management of the facility? If not, what do you suggest for the best, let's say, digital twin platform in this case? So does let's say the client has to develop his own digital twin platform, or there is existing digital twin platform that the client can use?
Thank you for your question, Dr. Esra. Yes, as I showed in my presentation, we're using federated design stage BIM models. After that, we're developing as-built BIM models that depicts all the elements that were constructed on the construction side. And currently, we're developing connection with the digital sensors from site, from the operational stage, to the web-based, cloud-based digital twin. It's like during the development stage. Currently, we're testing it, but I think next year we will be ready to introduce the cloud platform to offer operational stage with the digital twin representation. We're using currently, if it's okay to say right here, Autodesk Forge Viewer, because it's pretty lightweight and can open lots of file formats. And their API technology enables us to connect separate sensors from the building, from the database to the web-based viewer.
Okay, thank you.
Did you create as-built model after finishing the project? Is it like completed now, the project?
Yes, we've developed as-built BIM model based on laser scanning and drone surveying. So we have taken federated design BIM model and corrected and fixed all the elements how they were constructed on the construction side.
Okay, great. Another question about the change management, if nobody has a question. How you handle the process of change management? Was the model always updated? Who was responsible for updating the model? Every subcontractor or the leading consultant? How you ensured that at the end every person received the latest updated model at any time?
So for the change management, every subcontractor and the designer was responsible for IFC format export. So every Friday, we gathered the meeting with all the subcontractors for the design stage, and we discussed what was changed during the current week. And after that, we received all the IFC format files and created the federated BIM models. This process was automated on the cloud. So every file that was uploaded to the CDE system, Common Data Environment, was automatically converted and attached to the federated BIM model in NWC formats and NWF formats in Navisworks. So after that, the lead consultant was responsible for overall model coordination. And if some issues were found, we created issues inside CDE system connected to the BIM model files. And after that, the subcontractors were responsible to fix these issues, correct, answer the issues inside the cloud system, and after that, upload updated BIM model files. So every workflow was strictly connected to the terms. So, for example, for each subcontractor, for the correcting process was 1 or 2 days maximum because of the limit time of the project. And after that, the lead consultant once again checked the information that was fixed, and if everything is okay, was passed next to the construction site.
Okay, thank you. I see Aaron, do you have a question? Please go on the mic.
Yeah, good morning. Can you
Yes, hello,
please
go ahead.
Yeah, can you please explain the process of invoice creation using BIM and how the site progress is reflecting in the BIM model? How is getting aligned?
Come again, please, with the second part of the question.
How you align the site progress and BIM model.
Okay,
Like site will be like sometime will not go as per plan. So how you reflecting back to BIM model those details, and based on that, how you create the invoice?
Okay, thank you for your question, Mr. Arun. So regarding the invoice export, we were tracking progress on the federated based on design stage federated BIM models in Navisworks using SIGNAX tools. So using SIGNAX tools, we are marking elements as completed during the construction stage. So in everyday work, field engineers that were responsible for tracking progress for each discipline, they were marking, for example, in the end of the day, they were marking elements as completed using automated source set creation, or just manual selecting the elements or group of elements as completed. During this process, they marking elements, they add information regarding the date of implementation, work trades, and subcontractors' legal names. So that enabled us, after that, using this database in Navisworks, to export BIM invoices just directly from Navisworks using SIGNAX tools. So you just select the work trades you would like to export, you select the starting date and the finish date of the work, for example, monthly invoice, and plugin tools export Excel invoice with the scope that was exported from the BIM model with the unit price and the overall sum of the scope and the money, of course.
Sorry, what's the name of the tool?
It's SIGNAX tools. So we developed this product for the market. You can try our demo version, or we can, after the webinar, we can connect and speak about it in detail.
So the contractor can generate actually invoices upon work completion on the site?
Yes, correct. It's pretty easy and convenient tool, just a couple of buttons. They don't need to be skilled BIM engineers or something else like that. So it's just usual field engineers, QA, QC engineers, or scope engineers. They can use our tool, track the progress, and after that, export the invoices and scopes.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I don't know if there's any more question. If there's no more question, I have very quick question. On your presentation, you kept referring to IFC 2x3. Is there any reason using 2x3? I didn't, there's version 4 and 4.3 now. Just out of interest.
Yes, the main reason that the project was like a couple of years ago finished. That is why we used the old version of the IFC. Currently, we are using IFC 4 version, so we're keeping it in updated, like that.
All right, thank you. We'll take one last question quickly, if you can, on the chat. It says, could you explain more about model federation strategy for architectural model and how you track the size of it?
So we're using like just in the beginning, before the project, we create DAP document and EIR documents that divide the project by the files, by the BIM model files, and we started it just approximately. For example, we divided by the building sections and building floors. But when we saw that, for example, facades or some other disciplines where like the size was too much, we decided to update the BEP document and add some additional files to be divided for less size and more accountable during the federated BIM model creation. So other parts of architecture and structural models was not divided for more number of the files. But architectural, yes, facades was divided in more parts of the BIM model files.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. I guess we maybe wrap it up now. So if I think we will not take more questions for today. If you have, by all means, if you have any questions related to today's webinars, you can contact the presenters directly. I'm sure they will be more than happy to help you. So let's wrap it up then. First, let me thank the presenters, the speaker today, and everyone attended our webinar today. And as Dr. Ali, I think he posted a message say, we are interested on Building Smart UAE, always bring new ideas. If you have any idea in mind and you like to share it in a presentation or a webinar, by all means, contact me or Dr. Ali, and we're happy to get engaged one-to-one and support you taking your idea, as long as it's under the umbrella of Building Smart UAE and related to BIM, Open BIM. We certainly happy to help you. Also, digital twin can be an interesting topic to talk about. So by all means, feel free to contact us if you would like to present on our platform. So with that, we will close now our webinar for today, and I hope to see you soon. And have a good day, everyone. And I hope you see you soon and share latest information, latest technology, latest development here in the UAE, and work together. Thank you very much again, and goodbye.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.